In the beautiful rolling wooded countryside of south-central Oklahoma, and far from its native home of South America, the Peruvian Paso, the National Horse of Peru, makes its home at Noble Spirit Land Peruvians. Under the careful stewardship and management of Nancy Brown, celebrating the Native American heritage of the area, the farm is now home to over 30 of the magnificent Peruvian horses. Welcome to Noble Spirit Land Peruvians. The Peruvian horse is creating much new interest among horse owners for its kind temperament, strength, and controlled energy, but most especially for its exceptionally smooth lateral gait. The reputation as the smoothest gait in the world is well deserved and quickly discovered by people new to the breed.
Noble Spirit Land Peruvians is the name of our ranch here, and we came up with that name based mainly on the noble spirit of the Peruvian horse. They are a very noble breed and carry themselves very regally. And also we felt it fit with the Native American heritage of Oklahoma. I got into Peruvian horses mainly by accident. When I was going to school, I decided that one of my rewards would be to own a horse after I completed my schooling. A friend of mine in Ohio had told me about Peruvians, and she came to Oklahoma and we went to a local show, and that was the first time I'd ever seen a Peruvian horse. I was really just enchanted by them, their movement, their temperament, everything about the breed. I later had a chance to ride a Peruvian, and they were just such a totally different ride than a quarter horse. I just really instantly fell in love with them. Another thing I liked about them was their temperament and their gait, where you sat very securely in the saddle, because one of my concerns was that I have a bad knee and I need to be able to work, so I didn't want to get injured in my hobby of riding a horse, and I felt that their gait would also be a little bit easier on my knee. And I went to Texas on a trip to look for horses, found my first Peruvian, and everything just went from there.
The breeding program at NSL Peruvians revolves around preserving the traditional height, conformation, and the traditional attributes that have made this horse an exceptional breed.
What attracted me to this breed, and one reason I decided to actually not only be an owner of Peruvian horses, but to breed them, was the whole package. The whole package of a horse that has a wonderful gait, but also particularly has a wonderful temperament. They really enjoy interacting with people. They have a temperament that is easy to work with. They want to please. They want to be with you, and they just enjoy you being with them. They also are a very sturdy horse, a very strong breed. They have a great deal of endurance. They can cover ground and make trail riding just a wonderful experience. So you have a comfortable mount, a mount that enjoys being with you, a mount that you enjoy being with, and it's kind of the best of both worlds. When I started with Peruvian horses, I knew I wanted to breed, but I was breeding on a very small scale. Then I met my husband, Bruce Cook, and he was quite an accomplished horse person. He did not know about Peruvians, was newly introduced to the breed, but certainly came to admire them. And we developed a more extensive breeding program from that, to the point that we now have 2 stallions, whereas before I really had not considered having stallions. We talked in depth about our goals with these horses, and we really want to preserve the traditional Peruvian Paso horse. We do not breed for height and many Americans want a taller Peruvian. But their conformation really should be half body, half leg in their height. And I think if you go for a taller horse, you lose that conformation and you lose some of the integrity of the breed that gives them not only their gait, but also their strength and endurance. So we really try to preserve some of the traditional qualities. A horse that is very energetic, but it's a controlled energy. And that's really what brio is. When you get on a Peruvian, you really feel like you have a bundle of energy under you, but it's a bundle of energy that is waiting there for you to tell them what you want to do. And it's ready to go when you're ready to go, but it's ready to pull back and relax when you're ready to pull back and relax.
The Peruvian horse is naturally gaited, meaning it moves its legs laterally compared to most breeds which move their legs diagonally. This lateral action means that their gait is noticeably smoother. Owners will tell you that you can ride for hours without discomfort and without the concussion of most saddle horse breeds. It's an excellent horse for both novices and experienced riders, and its versatility is exceptional. Owners will readily tell you that this is a horse that can go from the show ring to the trail ride and back with equal aplomb. This is a breed that enjoys the company of people and exhibits a special sensitivity around people not seen in many breeds. They tend to adapt to their rider, be they a novice or experienced rider. For many owners of Peruvians, the horse is one that can teach them a lot about horsemanship.
I think often many people think the Peruvian Paso horse is a special breed because of their gait. It is a 4-beat lateral gait and it is very smooth and very comfortable. But when you combine that with other attributes of the horse, you just have a phenomenal horse. The other attributes are their temperament, and I think I've mentioned this several times, but their temperament is just wonderful. They like to be with people. They like attention. They like to be bathed. They like to be groomed. They like to be ridden. They also have a great deal of energy. Their walk is faster than a quarter horse's walk. Their slow gait is about the speed of a trot. Their faster gait is about the speed of a relaxed lope. So you can cover ground with them if you want. You can move with great agility. They have the energy there to do whatever is asked of them. But they also will stand for you. You can put a child on them, and actually they're very good with children, and they're almost like two different horses between an adult riding this horse and a child riding this horse. They know how to respond. One very interesting episode here was after my husband had a serious abdominal surgery. When he was cleared to go ahead and ride, he got on his mare, and I have never seen a horse be so gentle and so responsive, and it's like she knew that this was a special situation. This is a mare that usually is very well behaved, but she has a lot of energy, and she was the most responsive animal I've ever seen the day that he got on her. And I think they just have that connection with people, that they have a real sensitivity about them and can connect with their owners.
The horses at NSL Peruvians get a lot of hands-on care, building trust and confidence between horse and owner at an early age. They enjoy bringing new people into the breed and finding the right match for a prospective owner, creating a long-term relationship with the right horse. With over 30 Peruvians on the ranch, their goal is to stay small and manageable, to maintain an intimate relationship with their horses. The goal at NSL Peruvians is not to be the biggest in the breed, but to preserve the traditional values that made this an exceptional horse, and to breed and market a quality crop of foals each year. Foals that are hand-raised and nurtured to be people-friendly, versatile horses, who will share their natural and inherent abilities with people who are looking for something special in their horse. NSL Peruvians is home to several exceptional Peruvian horses, each a key factor in a comprehensive breeding program to reinforce and breed forward the best traditional characteristics the Peruvian breed has to offer. NSL Marisol is a strong mare with solid conformation and temperament. Having been bred to AGA Romandol to produce NSL Peñasco, they got what we hoped for with that cross. A strong, well-muscled gelding with a good temperament who is definitely show quality. This cross was a blend of totally different lines but similar characteristics, which lessened the possibilities of breeding in any kind of negative traits. MLM Anastasia is a mare with excellent conformation and gait. She carries the Antares bloodline and, distantly, Sol de Pajon. Bred to JWF Salaje, he has a very loving temperament. This cross produced NSL Felina. Felina has wonderful conformation and would like to ride in your back pocket. She's very affectionate and is a result they hoped for. Elia Chilili is a strong mare with endurance bloodlines. She was bred to JWF Salaje for a little added refinement and to carry through the Sol de Pajon bloodline of Salaje. The result of this cross was NSL Lumero, a beautiful bay gelding with a Christmas star.
One thing I think that's special about our program here is we're a very hands-on program. My husband and I started this together, just doing all the work ourselves. My husband has since passed away, but one of the things that makes the program even more special now is that I hope to continue on our dream of contributing to this wonderful breed of horses, actually finding some time myself to do some trail riding, involving other people in this breed and helping them to understand what a wonderful horse they are. Right now, I am offering for sale some of our brood mares, select brood mares, because we really don't intend to become and never want it to be a really big operation. We want to stay small, we want to stay involved with our horses.
JMC Campesina was crossed with AGA Romandol to produce a more compact offspring, and NSL Acento was the pleasing result. Acento is also a very strong gelding and, true to its Peruvian heritage, a Peruvian horse with a loving temperament.
We want to be the ones that can tell you this horse likes carrots, this horse likes sugar cubes, this horse likes to be scratched behind his ear, this one likes to be scratched on his shoulder. We want to know our horses, and so I need to cut down the number of horses we have a little bit. Right now we have about 30 Peruvian Paso horses of all different ages, And I am going to decrease that number some because I want to be able to give them all more individual attention. But that's what's different about us. We're just very down home. We're very hands-on. These are horses that we want to be involved with and know what their temperaments are, what their likes are, what their dislikes are, and just everything about them.
Lolita APV was bred to AGA Romandal again to cross two very strong horses with good conformation and temperament. This again crossed two very different but very good bloodlines. The foal, NSL Cinco, is a strong, fun-loving gelding who will make a wonderful companion. At NSL Peruvians, their breeding selections are careful and deliberate, taking the best quality of a given stallion and pairing them with the best attributes of a mare to continually strengthen and improve the attributes that have made the Peruvian horse an exceptional breed.
The first stallion we acquired was Romandal. We spent about 6 to 9 months looking for a stallion that we felt would fit our program. We did most of this through videos and also looking through websites to investigate what was available in stallions. We made a trip to California to see Romandal, and we were very impressed with him. He had a wonderful temperament. He had a very smooth, slow gait. He was very willing to do whatever we asked of him. He also had bloodlines that we really liked. He had Rey de Reyes as a sire, and his dam was a daughter of Domingo. And those are very common bloodlines, particularly Domingo on the West Coast, but not that common in Oklahoma. And we felt that would be good to bring in some other bloodlines. The Rey de Reyes bloodline, I think, is actually more developed and well-known in Peru than here, but we had heard some very good things about that bloodline. Romandal is a chestnut stallion with a flaxen mane and tail, and he has a large white blaze. He has what is often considered more white than many of the traditional Peruvians like. However, we feel that the attribute of this color is good, and many Americans like this. Although we try to preserve the traditional Peruvian, when you look back in the old bloodlines, there is a great variety of colors and markings. So we didn't feel this was leaving the traditional Peruvian Paso heritage behind by using a stallion that had a bit more white than other stallions. And with his bloodlines, his conformation, his temperament, his gait, we felt that he would be a good foundation sire for our program. I would have to say my favorite Peruvian horse is the first mare I purchased, Solana. She's a chestnut mare that I think is absolutely beautiful. She is a mare that I trust. I don't worry if, for instance, with my husband's illnesses, there's been periods of time where I haven't ridden for a couple of years, and I really don't worry about going out, putting a saddle on her and riding. I know Solana will be Solana. She's a little bit stubborn sometimes, and she's a little energetic and has to settle down a little bit when we first start riding. But she's the mare that taught me how to ride. She really made me a much better rider than I was initially, and she's a mare I can go out and put my arms around her neck and just stand with and be with if I want to. She likes to be scratched, she likes attention, she certainly likes her grain. She's just my first mare and my favorite. If you are new to the Peruvian Paso horse, I think the most important thing for you to do is to ride one. No one can describe to you how a Peruvian feels. It is such a totally different feel from riding a quarter horse. I've not ridden a lot of other gaited breeds. I've ridden some, but still to me, the Peruvian Paso horse has a special feel to it. And I certainly would like to invite anyone that is interested to come visit here. I would love to show you our horses. I'd love to have you come out and pet them and meet them, and also to have an opportunity to ride a Peruvian Paso horse.
Nancy invites anyone interested in learning more about the exceptional attributes of the Peruvian horse to contact NSL Peruvians for more information. They enjoy introducing people to the innumerable qualities of this special breed and can assist individuals with finding that forever horse. You too will discover the Peruvian Paso, the gaited horse of Peru.